Hello. I'm going live just a touch early to let people kind of hang out for a couple and chat for a couple before I start the speed run. The hello stream into hello, or sorry, the hello pre-stream into hello stream was pretty much perfectly timed there. I too love Celeste. Although this is going to be the first time I put my nose to the grindstone and actually tried to get better at the game, rather than just kind of do a casual playthrough. I previously learned like 2 of the levels for speedrunning purposes, so I had a lot of work to do. And hopefully I put on a pretty good show today. There's a couple of tricks that I was working on in the last hour and a half before this stream, so hopefully I nail them live. Working on some of the spike bounces and demo dash stuff. I think I've like casually played through the game 4 or 5 times on different save files and different platforms. I don't think I have ever 100%ed this game. It goes deep if you're trying to get like I think it's the golden berries for Deathless and whatnot. Well, trigonometry, I will show off a good portion of the game today. I won't be showing off all of it. There's going to be some levels that we don't cover. And there's alternate versions, multiple alternate versions of every level as well. And I'll be skipping over the cutscenes to let you all explore those yourselves later. Hopefully I didn't get too rusty. I put in about 20 hours of work at the beginning of the month to like learn how to do this. And then I took a vacation and did a major charity event and I didn't have a lot of time. So hopefully I still do fine. Let me do some quick math while people are joining. I don't think I'm gonna get sub hour, which is kind of the speedrunner benchmark of okay, you know what you're doing. I still die a lot on the final level, but I'll probably be flirting with a line. I'm hoping. I've got my times from my practice run that I did a couple weeks ago. And I like legitimately could just knock 10 minutes off of it if I just don't die very many times. So I think an hour and a half is easy. I think an hour and 15 minutes is reasonable. And if we get faster than that, that would be rad. I have not tried strawberry jam. I am vaguely aware that that is a thing because I think some GDQ stuff showed it off. So before I start the speedrun proper, I'm just gonna explain a few basic things about this game for those of you who have never seen it before. So this is Celeste. The controls in this game are very straightforward and simple. Basically, all you have is jump and dash for the most part. Or at least kind of that's how it appears on the surface. But as it turns out, you can kind of combine these and do some more interesting things. There are various dash mechanics that we call things like ultras and hypers and reverse hypers, where you can kind of get a little more out of your mechanics than you normally would. Normally, after Celeste dashes, her hair turns blue and she can't really do anything else. But there's some windows where you can do something like dash, jump, and then go again while maintaining some of your speed. There's also what we call a wave dash, where you go diagonally into the ground and then jump out of it, and you can carry a decent amount of speed with you when you do that. So, a lot of Celeste movement will look like doing various things that are trying to cheat the system a little bit and keep more of your movement going with you. Hello to Brazil, and hello trans rights as well. So the really cool part about this game is that since the controls and mechanics, relatively speaking, are so straightforward, you can spend a lot of time optimizing your movement and figuring out exactly when and where you want to move and dash and whatnot. And there's going to be some really cool tricks that combine these. How is our music background volume, by the way? I am happy to turn that up a little bit if we want before we get going. Because the soundtrack for this game is absolutely amazing. Sounds good. All right. Nicely ambient. All right. As is tradition. Good evening. Yeah, the Celeste mechanics are nice and straightforward, and then you can spend hours, days, months, years perfecting all of your movement and whatnot. I will try to show off a cool trick, a handful of cool tricks involving some more advanced mechanics, such as demo dashes and spike jumps. Hopefully I nail them. So, here we go. I will be skipping our cutscenes. Those will be for you to... I'll do this first one. The cutscenes largely will be for you to enjoy on your own and dive into the story, but this first one is kind of meaningful. Celeste is a game that is really about self-improvement. So here we go. In the prologue here, you don't actually have your dash mechanics. So we're going to be doing what's called bunny hopping when we can. We will just be doing some short little jumps as frequently as possible to try to keep a little bit of momentum. Oh no! And we can skip this cutscene. In that moment, you are taught how to dash, and you dash up so that you don't fall into the cliff. Now, the cool thing about the speedruns of this game is that they are done using an in-game timer, so I can happily chat with you in between these. Every level will be individually timed. All right, so my time earlier this month for Forsaken City was 2 minutes and 8 seconds. I did it in 1 minute and 42 seconds today, so we'll see how it goes. The start of this is pretty easy. We're gonna try to maintain speed as possible, as much as possible, by doing things like shit. Like, wow, all right. Not going like the practice ones this morning. This is gonna be a wall bounce here, where we try to go up this while maintaining our speed. And now that I am trying to talk while doing this, this is significantly harder, and I am absolutely flubbing it. That's fine. And I will try to do a really cool trick here called a reverse hyper. If I do that slightly better, we can just fully go over that. And as much as possible, I'm going to be trying to skip the intended ways the developers had of clearing this room, these rooms, all of them. And there's much more optimal things beyond what I am doing here. I am moving relatively quickly. Let's just kind of skip over everything that was intended for this room. And we can a lot of times carry our momentum from these platforms to do really cool things like that and completely skip over these blocks. We're supposed to grab onto that block. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do one of these wave dashes and completely skip the room. And we're moving pretty well now after the first room hiccups. Gonna do a nice low dash here. And this one's pretty cool. You're not supposed to be able to touch these spikes, but if you're very, very careful, you can skip them. I'm quite bad at this room. There is a way that you can just climb up the wall over there and completely skip those platforms. So that was a 209, which I died a handful of times, so I'll take that time given those deaths. Dante, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. I do very much appreciate that. So minus the wall bounce that I missed like 4 times in a row, that was a fine level there. Do I think that one of the pieces of the Hawkeye combo will be banned next Monday? Gecko, here's what I'm gonna say. The Hawkeye's bow combo won 3 Pauper challenges in a row, and those challenges were inserted into the schedule specifically to see how that combo would play out. So I think it's likely that that gets nipped, or that we get the, hey, we're gonna keep an eye on this and we'll emergency ban this if we need to. Eclectic, I put in a little bit of work here. So level 2 is Old Site. My practice run time here was 3:25, and I beat that earlier today. Fran's Rights, thank you for all the support and all the constant great legacy content. Havlark, thank you very much. Let's go fast. So we're gonna try to do a bunch of dashes here at the beginning of the level. Everything is kind of in a sleeping mode as of right now, before we kind of wake things up. And these funny looking blocks you see here are going to be called dream blocks. We're gonna try to skip over a bunch of the rooms here by doing these wave dashes. There we go, very nice. There's a skip here that I can't quite figure out how to do that can start you in these dream blocks. And as we dash through them, we can get some additional speed. We can jump out of them as well. No. That was poor. So now we can kind of go diagonally up out of these and jump up this. And we have to be careful not to ram into the wall and die here. We are now going to run into our evil self battle line. It's complicated, but as of right now, she's trying to get us. I will let you all explore the kind of story and emotions behind this on your own if you choose to play through this game, which I highly recommend. Kind of regardless of your gaming taste, this is just one of the best games that I have ever played. No hyperbole, no exaggeration. This is an incredible, complex platformer. And there will be a handful of shortcuts here coming up that we will try to do. I missed the first one. We have to wait for the battle. Oh no! Oh, that lost so much time. That's disastrous. Alright. This room is very long, but is quite cool. Our first shortcut is here. And now we're going to go for our second shortcut. Alright, got the second shortcut as well. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to have to wait for these. My timing wasn't optimal, but we're doing pretty well. So now we're going to get a lot of straight stretches where we get to just do a ton of cool movement. Botched the start of that room. That's fine, though. But it feels really satisfying. To go and get all of these like dashes and stuff. All right, first cutscene. Skip it. Now we get some nice movement here. There's going to be a bunch of springs coming up that I don't want to hit because they will slow us down. So hopefully I space these out well enough that I don't touch any springs. Very nice. 3:12. That might be a personal best on this level. I got a 3:17 this morning. So, I'm just gonna take some notes for myself. Brownie face for Forsaken City. Smiley face for Old Site. Aiko is Ebi. Thank you for your membership, as well as gifting a very large number of memberships. That is very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. This is indeed an interesting legacy deck, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. My skill level is moderate here. I am good enough to play through this game quickly, but if you enjoy watching this today and you want to see something broken, watch one of the GDQ runs. Those folks are so much better than I am, and it is amazing. I hope you all are having a wonderful tail end of your workday or a great beginning of your weekend. We are now going to be going into the Celestial Resort. I'm going to feature a guy named Mr. Oshiro. He's a cool guy, kind of. So my practice time here previously was 14:44, and I haven't done a full run of the level since that practice time, but I've been practicing a specific tech that will like shave a minute off of that time if I hit it. So we will try. Mr. Oshiro, cool guy. Yeah, totally. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Oh no, we can recover this. All right, now we have to do something cool with a screen transition where we try to keep our momentum, and I have just missed it, but we try to keep our momentum to go and get this key. I don't think I missed this a single time in all of my practice runs, and then I just missed it like twice in a row there. Whoops! Such is life. So these things are dust bunnies. They will instantly kill you. I err on the side of being a little careful around them. It is better to go a little more slowly and not die to them. All right, what are we doing? All right, I know that I can just like bam, bam. There we go. That's what I wanted. Shoot. So something kind of interesting about this game is a lot of times, once you mess something up, you're on a different cycle, and the room works a slightly different way with its timings once you die. And that makes speedrunning this game very, very interesting, because not only do you have to learn how the room works, but you have to learn how it works once you've messed up and died. I'm terrible at this room. I have absolute fear of these 3 dust buddies. All right, we missed that, so we're doing this the hard way, which is fine. Oop, nope, nope, not there. Here we go. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, spring, 4, spring. All right. Good stuff. Oh, I'm afraid. Did it anyway. Woohoo! And sometimes you have to learn to recover the mistakes that you've made. As my Celeste gaming skills are certainly not perfect. So now we are in the section of this called Huge Mess. There's a whole bunch of debris scattered throughout here, and we need to get rid of it. And this is a level that can be cleared in multiple different orders, which is kind of neat. So I am trying to learn the more optimal order than what I used to do. So we're gonna start by going down. Whoop. This room is a pain. It is relatively tight. I remember it giving me a ton of trouble casually when I was first learning this game. Nice. All right. No! I had too much momentum. All right, first fun trick. Hopefully I don't mess this up too many times. No! This is a spike jump. You're not supposed to be able to touch the corners of those things, but if you're very, very careful, there's a narrow window where you can jump off the spikes instead of having them kill you, because the spikes only hurt you if you're going a different direction than them. Ooh, that was close. All right, good stuff. Oop, nope, up. I don't need the strawberry. The strawberries are essentially bragging rights. They say that you have done some of the like harder little sub-challenges within the levels. And anytime I hit one of these green gems here, I get to refresh my dash, which is a big deal when you are trying to speedrun, and you are trying to go as quickly as possible. We have one more of these before everything here is clear. We now need to go to the right, where we're going to encounter our friend Theo. He's going to come up a little bit later on in the story as well. Cool. There we go. So this is kind of one of those things. These dust bunnies are on a certain timer when you are first entering the level, but once you die, their timings are slightly different, which can be... oh shoot, I just messed that up. Need to not use my dash there, so that I can dash across here. I wait for that one to hit the ground. Alright, dash. This is a hard game, by the way. I will die. I will die many times while playing this. And that is a-okay. That is normal and expected playing this game. Even the speedrunners eat it a couple of times in their runs. There's some really interesting water mechanics as well with dashing. And those would come up if I was like 5% better. Now we need to get all of the little keys that look like this so that we can go on out. And all these little crawly things that you have here, once you touch them, they will turn into things that kill you. And at first, when you start speedrunning this game, the biggest thing you need to do is just learn the path, oh shoot, and not die, yeah. And the fewer times you die, the more consistent your results are. And we are doing fine. And now, I'm going to get a checkpoint before I attempt one of the harder tricks. See if I can get this as a 2-frame window to work. Oh, first try, let's go! That trick is so hard. Oh, nailing the demo dash the first time. That feels good. So a demo dash is a dash where you crouch in the air to get the effect that you just saw there. And that saves a very, very significant amount of time. All right, excellent. So, here's Mr. Oshiro. He is a great guy, as we talked about. Nothing would ever go wrong with him. He would never betray us. Oh my gosh, Mr. Oshiro, why? So if he touches us, we will die. So we would like to avoid that. I did not do this room optimally. That's okay. Shoot. All right, you got me, bud. I'll wait for him here. That's fine. Need this coin, a few dashes. Up, up. This is going very smoothly, honestly. Okay. Timing's very off. I'm just gonna... No, I'm not gonna play it safe, apparently. Alright, this should look pretty cool. Nice. Okay, that is a 10:41. I'm very happy with that time because my practice time a couple weeks ago was 14:44. I died a lot that time, but hitting that demo dash on the first time and going in between those dust bunnies, which again has like a 2-pixel window to work, felt really, really good. Let me just catch up on chat here. Is there anything that doesn't instantly kill you? No, pretty much anything that can hurt you instantly kills you, unless you're very, very careful and you like find a narrow pixel window that you can jump through. The Jumpinator, welcome! I'm glad you watch my videos every night and that I am a part of your day. And Kithkindak, hello and welcome to you as well. Yeah, magic is usually my thing, but this is a fun way to spend an afternoon. Yeah, for anyone who does anything related to Celeste, hitting that demo the first time felt really fucking good. I literally just learned that trick an hour before the stream. I was routing around it because I kept dying to it so much. Thinking of donating another Blazing Shoal deck with the Leyline Man now being legal. He's either Nutter Butters or just meh in that deck. Yeah, hard agree. I'm not sure which one. So the thing about all the like supers and hypers is that if you know where you're supposed to be going exactly and what the cycles are, it's so easy to like just do it. And if you're kind of somewhat still sight reading the rooms because you're still learning, it's hard. I admittedly did learn a couple of the hard flashy tricks instead of fundamentals. Okay, so next level, Golden Ridge. My target time to beat is 10 minutes, 12 seconds. We'll see how we do. This introduces clouds, which can give you a nice boost when you jump, as well as bubbles, which can kind of send you off as well. I've not played this level in a while. And you can kind of see with the water there, we can do some rapid dashing. And there's also a wind mechanic in this level that attempts to push you back. If you know what you're doing in the, in the tail end of this level, you can get kind of silly. Oh, I thought I had a jump back there. There's also a way more efficient way to do this level, I think, where you go under some of these. Yeah, alright, I knew I missed that one. That is fine. Excellent. And sometimes the wind will blow kind of with you, making it easier to make difficult jumps. And these bubbles will refresh after a couple of seconds. I didn't need to go up there to allow you to reuse them. All right, we'll see another cool trick in a second here if I can hit it on this corner. First try. We just skipped a section by just jumping off of those spikes, which it doesn't look like you should be able to do. I feel like there was a skip in this room, and I absolutely don't remember where it was. Oop. Ah, shoot. I wish I had replayed this level. I don't quite remember what I'm doing here. I think I wanted to do this and then bring it up. Oh, I think I want it to be this way. Oh no. Alright, we are in full-on casual for this. We might do a rerun of this level at the end. Alright. Embarrassing. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Go under that. Now bring this up. Oh no, it needs to go down like 5%. Welcome to Celeste. Game's hard. Alright. Down low enough to get around that. Now just ride this one over. And up. Alright, terrible, terrible time loss of like a minute there. Such is life. Oh, I missed that. This level was not on my list of levels that I felt like I just had. Oh, I can't go under that. At least not with the speed that I have. This was not on my list of levels that I thought I needed to replay before this. That's okay. I barely remembered this level. I think I could have just skipped that platform entirely as well. Oh, there was a skip here too. That's fine. So now we'll just climb up, bubble over. Wait, is that the strawberry? That's the strawberry. Onward. No, this is the strawberry. I'm a liar. Routing was terrible here. Alright, get block going. Wave dash. Get rid of that. Ride this over. Go up here. Grab that. Then go up. Jump, jump, up. Alright, we're good. Didn't die there. Alright, excellent. So now the wind blows back against us very hard. And with optimized movement, you can kind of keep going through at a reasonable pace. And with suboptimal movement here, the level really slows to a crawl in this section, as the wind makes your life rather difficult. If you're faster, you can end up on the right side of that platform instead and just ride it over. And there's now going to be flying snowballs at us that we have to watch out for. They too will kill us in one hit, although we can bounce off of them if our timing is good. Our timing is not amazing here. We're doing okay. Shit. Got sniped. I have missed that bubble twice in a row. That is fully on me. Alright, in the bubble. Now we go up and over, and I have to watch out because this snowball is probably going to spawn. Okay, great. Springs are very slow here. And in general, springs are not great. They waste a lot of your time. Alright, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm absolutely not getting the timing I want. Alright, that's fine. It's very fun to me that this game has, like, Dark Souls level difficulty while, like, being so kind and pleasant. Is this a strawberry? Okay, that was just a strawberry. Oh, I missed that. Alright, that was a 9:08, which is fine. My practice time a couple weeks ago was a 10:12. So despite absolutely eating it and forgetting one of the sections, I died a few enough times in the other places to still beat my previous time. Today, you too can experience how it feels to be a trans girl and do mid-air jumps. That is correct. And later on, we'll get 2 of them as well. Yeah, I wanted to learn a couple of cool and flashy things for the sake of looking cool, and that demo dash was one of them. Hello, Stardust Ion, and welcome. Yeah, this game's great. Jude Gill, I am going to do all of the A-side routes. So I am going to do A-side Mirror Temple rather than B-side, which is faster. 5B is faster, but harder. And I didn't have time to learn 5B, and I kind of knew 5A, kind of. Yeah, the game is very, very touching. The story behind it is great and very heartwarming. Slightly sad, though. Alright, so we are moving on to the Mirror Temple. This can be a tricky level. I know some of the skips here, but there's a lot of them. My practice time was a 10:52. I definitely got lost during some of that, though. Let's hope we can beat that one. We are going to need to do, at one point, a reverse ultra. So at one point in this level, I'm going to dash the wrong direction and then try to reverse it and make a very, very long jump. Now we get red bubbles here, which will take you a bit further than the other bubbles will. They will just kind of keep going. And there is a nice shortcut here. I know you can, in theory, skip over those red spikes directly. All right, got it. It's a little tough, and I'm not confident enough to think that it saves me time for sure. Oh, shoot. All right, one more time there. There we go. All right, we missed the easy way there. Do this the slightly slower way. Up. Well, that's a strawberry. And I was supposed to go this way. Okay, so we're gonna bubble across, and then we're gonna start bubbling back and use a shortcut here. Save us a little time. Oop. And the path of the lights kind of shows you your expected jumping pattern here, which is pretty convenient. Woo! Okay. That was tight. And now we need to hit a pair of switches to kind of trigger the next stage of this. So for just a moment here, we are not going to be Madeline. We are going to be a fun little monster that looks like it comes out of H.P. Lovecraft. And then we need to kill Madeline before going back into the Mirror Temple. Celeste is indeed goated. Now we can see Battleline again. Skip over a decent number of cutscenes here. Oop, shoot. Yeah. Alright, good. Ooh. So now, there are these little beholder type things that are going to be chasing after me in rooms. We don't want to touch them. They can break open these red things. It is okay for us to jump on their heads, though. Which will become relevant for some of these rooms. Oop. Alright. And if you kind of see the gray-ish pillars from time to time in the rooms, they can't go through those. So they oh, shoot, I didn't want to hit that there. Oh well. So if you see, that's going to get me, yeah. So when you see the gray boxes, they are kind of like barriers from these things. Ooh, I was hoping to stand there. Cool. With slightly better timing, I could have skipped something entirely there. Alright. So this is the tough room. So we're going to try to clear this gap. First try! Absolutely eat it on the easy stuff and get both of the more difficult tricks on the first try. That is very, very funny to me. Ooh. This is so awkward. Because I need... Alright. Oh, is this the one where it's up here? Okay. I hate this room. I hate this room so much. I'm quite bad at it. I need this thing to charge and hit that. And then once that happens, the remainder of the room is very easy. I'm just bad at getting that to line up properly. So now, we are back to our friend Theo, who now is an ice crystal, and I can carry him with me. There is a lot of really cool movement that is possible in optimizing moving Theo with you. I am not great at it. Ooh, that's, yep. And then sometimes Theo just goes and doinks this thing in the face in a way you're not expecting, and you get a really weird bounce. Alright. Theo, you go hang out over there while I hit this switch. Woo! Come on, Theo. Close call there. Oh, come on. No! It's fine. So now when I dash, I can send Theo flying to go and get that. Yeah. Go away, little buddy. I don't want you here. Alright, so now we send Theo... Nope. So now we send Theo flying and dash up to get him across. Yeah. Welcome to other things that I have not missed while practicing and then have eaten a bunch of times in a row here. Whatever. I got both of the cool flashy things I really wanted to do. We'll take it. Oh no. Hate that. Woo! No! Alright, cool. 10:31, marginally better than my practice time of 10:52. We have shaved a little bit of time off my first attempt on every level except for Forsaken City, which I just did some stupid stuff on. Marvin, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. And I am assuming the Holy Moly is the big, like, reverse hyper skip. Yeah, that one feels good. Some different magic cards than usual, for sure. I am not going to do any B-sides. We're going to do the A-sides. And we're chugging right along, so maybe we'll collect some strawberries or something after I finish. Alright, we are on to Reflection, which I died a bunch on in my practice run. So my time was 18:09. I bet we can shave a bunch off of that. So now we get feathers. Whoop! The feathers allow you to fly like this, and then sometimes they are going to be in bubbles, which require you to dash into them. Oh, this doesn't feel right. Down. Ow, shoot. I had a chance to just fully skip that right side of the room and I forgot about it. There's a lot of secrets and skips and shortcuts and optimizations in this game. And it is hard to keep everything straight. Oh, come on, Kevin. These are Kevins. Named after the, like, audio engineer or sound designer. Shoot, that was bad. I need the bonus little bit of oomph to make that happen. Up here? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Nope. So yeah, get on top. I think I need to do this again. And jump. Hello, Kevin. Ah! Did not get my boost there. There we go. Much better. Oops. Alright, so yeah. These little bumper guys are kind of cool. There's some very silly routing that is possible if you get good bounces off of them. Oh, I needed to go up first. Or can I just, like, boost off of this? Let's find out. Yeah, I can just boost off of that. That's fine. So... surely I can hit that, right? Oh, I see. I want to get on top of it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, bad bounce there. That was on me. Honestly, everything in this game is your fault. I don't remember if I was supposed to go up or right there. That's kind of the beautiful thing about it. Is that there's not any variance in this game. Like, everything works the same way every time. There's not luck, really. It is just skill. Ooh, ooh. And the skill ceiling on this game is like infinity. Well, that was just terrible. Whoop. Yeah. Don't feel good about that. Oh, there's not floor there. Yeah. Where am I going? Am I trying to hit a hard diagonal there? I think I'm trying to hit a hard diagonal there. Yeah. Much better. The longer screens are so punishing. Like, you really don't care if you die and lose a second. When you die and lose, like, 5, it feels rough. Alright. We now get the closest thing this game has to a boss fight. Oh, wait, we're not quite there. It's coming. Oh, I forgot the skip. Woo! There's a skip right there. I think I am enough off my normal progression through this point that I'm going to not do it. And then we can kind of get infinite dashes while in the water here. Really? Alright. So here is the closest thing we have to a boss fight. where I need to go and kind of bonk battle line to keep proceeding. If I move quickly, I can oftentimes go under the blocks as they're appearing rather than waiting for them to fall. And then sometimes you're going to get off of where you want to be, and you kind of have to wait them out. Shit. I'm going to wait that out. And now she has decided to start using lasers. There. Everything's fine. I'm gonna wait that. I have the fear. Once you have the fear, it's all over. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Alright, that's fine. That was really tight. Alright, so hit you, and then I need feather. Get ya. So doink. Refresh. Cool. Get ya. Feather. Ooh. Alright. Great. Right. Alright, I missed that platform. That's fair. Platform, please. Oh, right, yep. Alright. So, jump, boost, over. Get ya. I messed that up. I need the height here. That was just a poor turn. Then slide down, go around, hit you here, land on this, need the boost. Gameplay is so satisfying. This game is so freaking good. Oh no! That was a lot of time lost there. Alright, so we now have 2 dashes for the purposes of rounding out this chapter and doing the chapter that follows, as we have reunited with our sort of other half or other self here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And now she will give us uppies. Batty and Maddie are indeed friends. Yeah, as it turns out, as you get better at this game and you just stop dying, you will shave many minutes off your time. So that was a 15:01. My previous one was an 18:09. So even with all those deaths I had, that was still absolutely great. I'm very happy with that. Let me skim back. What do you mean, does bro check his chat? I am dialed in on a speedrun. I will happily check it in between. You think I'm going to go over to my other monitor while I'm locked in and playing this? It's hard. It's very hard. Therion, hello and welcome. Firing her laser, indeed. Sirion, I did 5A. Sam Walter, I would not say that I am a speedrunner. I am out here doing my best, and I occasionally try some speedruns on things like Celeste and Hades. So I would say, doing okay. Kids, if you're new here, hello and welcome. Yeah, so in terms of Celeste, the ceiling on this game is insane. The world record for this game is something like 24 minutes, and it is beautiful. There's like, I think, an hour and a half long documentary on like how exactly that speedrun happened and what things needed to go right for it to happen. And it was really, really cool to watch. That was one of the things I watched to prep for this. $24.51. Yeah, there we go. It is wild. So the base speedrun time of like, hey, you know what you're doing, is, I would say, an hour. And the world record is like 25 minutes. It is incredible. All right, I am going to take just a minute and run to the restroom before we do Summit. It is a very, very long level, and it's very cool. I will be right back. Yeah, a 57 is good. You should be proud of that. I was hoping to practice enough to be able to get sub-hour for this, but life happens. How are we doing? Yeah, sub-hour not happening, but we'll hopefully be under like an hour and 15 minutes. All right. So this game is great. I personally recommend playing with a controller. Some people play with a keyboard. I find this more pleasant with a controller. It's on Steam, so if Mac can run Steam, you should be good to go. Hello and welcome. Yeah, the funny thing about Celeste is that it is fun in your first playthrough where you're like, how do I get across this screen? And in your second playthrough, it's fun because it's like, can I make that jump? I bet I can make that jump. And then in about your third playthrough, it starts to be, I can go faster than what I was doing previously, and I bet I can skip this. And each time you just like work on something different, and it's always about that self-improvement. All right. So I died a lot. I died a whole lot in my practice run on this level. This level's gimmick is that you are literally climbing the mountain, but you are going to redo areas that have mechanics from all of the previous areas. And so this is a long level with a ton of sections. So my my previous time on this level was a 26:36. We're going to shave an exceptional amount of time off of that on this run. I would hope, because I was not doing a good job when I did this the first time around, and I have practiced some specific segments that gave me some trouble and learned a few shortcuts and tricks. So we'll try to apply that here. But enjoy the climb. And we now have 2 dashes, so some of the platforming gets to be very, very cool now, and you can skip a lot more stuff. This level is very, very fun. Again, very long, but quite good. All right. That's an example of something you can skip when you have 2 dashes. The game wants you to go up and over, and you just simply do not have to, which is awesome. I have not learned spring cancels yet. There's ways to make this section much faster. It was, whoa, that was terrible. That was also terrible. All right, come on. All right, we are not doing the skip there apparently. So just like before, we've got purple bubbles that we're going to be working towards. That will give us uppies. And each time in between these sections, we're gonna get a small cutscene that we can skip. I think I can just go, yeah. No, I did not salvage that. All right, so bam, bam, yeah. Oh, I missed my boost. It got it anyway. That was not clean. That was absolutely not clean. I did not want to go that way. Yeah. Alright. Good stuff. You can skip that gem if you get a good bounce off of here. I will try that one more time, and then I will give up and use the gem. Yeah, there we go. Another fun thing about this game is, like, you can do the safe strats that you know you won't die on, but, like, the hard strats are so much more interesting. So why would you not go for them? Ugh. Yeah. Alright, cool. I think I can just... Alright, Battling, that one was on you. That one was on you. I saw you reach out. You flubbed that one. Oh, right. Alright, so now we are back to Dream Blocks. Oh, right. Little path there. Yeah. Up we go. Let's see if I can hit the cool diagonals here. Alright, I think I want to be higher. Yeah. Alright. I'll just let myself fall a bit. Alright, that is absolutely not how I practiced that room. Yeah, that was much better. Bam, bam, bam. Do I need to dash again to do that? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I think I could have skipped that spring entirely. Alright, I want to go up here. I didn't used to do in my route, but then I learned that it's a thing. Alright, I had trouble with this room previously for this diagonal. And it appears that I am still having trouble with this diagonal. Alright. And this is what I mean where when I say, like, once you stop dying, you get way faster at these things. This level is just so long that it is kind of hard to learn the routing. And I have practiced some specific subsections that I had trouble with. Shout out to this dust bunny who has killed me so many times. He's a real one. Alright. Alright. Yeah. And that's a room that I either don't die on or die on like 7 times. Oops. Woo! Okay. That's fair. I'm gonna wait that out. He got me again. I'm gonna restore my jump. Oh, okay. That was ugly. There's also definitely something cool I'm supposed to do with that gem. Where I skip pieces of that room. Alright. So we're gonna do another cool trick here. Yeah. Alright. Missed, but recovered. And this will let us skip another room with dust bunnies. That kind of sucks. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Wow. You got me. I'm just gonna land for safety there. Alright, dust bunny section cleared. $2,000 meters. Back to bubbles. Yeah. Let's just skip a section there. The screen transitions, refreshing your dashes is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Bam. Bam. No. Alright, cool. Oh, I did not want to fall down there. I now don't know where that snowball is going to be coming from. Don't think that's a problem. Although that was closer than I'd like to admit. Alright, so I need to bring this down. And then bring it back up. And then bring it back down. And then go over. Oh no. Oh, that was a time waster. Why did I do this again after watching how much harder it was than how I normally did that? This way? Yes. Alright, good stuff. That was on me. As was that. I can also just probably skip touching some of these. Yeah. Going well. And that brings us out of this section. $2,500 meters. Red bubble time. So we need to... I'm going to just be a little safe there. I don't want to die on these spikes. So now we go, yeah. Get some speed, get launched across. Ooh, no. I did not want to land on that. All right, you. I think I should have just gone straight across there. Oh, right, this is the key. Oh, wait, there was a skip for this. Oh, well. We're here. Now I'm going to grab this. Yeah. Intentionally die. Get boofed down to the bottom. I need to dash out of this to make that spike block move. Timing on it isn't the best. Now, yeah. Now, yeah. All right, good. Ugh. I needed to bump out of that one. That's fine. Bam, bam, bam. Up, over, yeah. Fully missed that bubble. Alright, good stuff. Gonna ride that up. I'm gonna try this. I've never tried this. I can go under this. I know I can go under this. I'm gonna try it a couple of times. I don't know, like, the setup or anything. Ha-ha! No! It would absolutely be faster to not do this. But now I'm invested. Alright, so yeah. You're supposed to hit that switch, and you just simply do not have to. Oh no. Alright. We're hitting the switch. Ugh. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I literally just learned the demo dashes, the crouch dashes this morning. Boom, 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 boom. Didn't refresh my jump. Bam, 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 bam. Bing, 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 bing. All right. Yeah. All right. Blew like a minute in there. now I've learned another thing that I am capable of doing. So we will call that a success. Oh, I should have just done a wave dash there. Yeah. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Now I can do this. Alright, let's not blow this one at the end again. This room is so long. It is devastating dying in this last portion. That's a great example of what I was talking about, where just simply not dying saves you so much time. It is not uncommon when you first start speedrunning this game to shave multiple minutes off the first couple of times you repeat a level, as you just stop making basic mistakes. This level is just so long that I did not get many reps with it. There we go. That brings us out of this section. I wasted so much time there. Alright, now we are actually climbing the mountain. 3,000 meters. There are a bunch of flags here that will serve as checkpoints along the way. Oh, no. Alright. Better than dying, I suppose, but that wasted a lot of time. Oh wait, that's not for this route. Whoop. 26. Yeah. Now let's touch that for safety. Get jump back, yeah. Beautiful. Ooh, yeah, I hesitated. I thought about that strawberry. Oops. Yeah. Oh no. What am I doing here? That's what I'm doing. This is the straight up portion. And simply not forgetting where you're going matters a lot. Ugh. Okay, cool. Oh, I have trouble with one of the jumps in this area. Yeah. Spring. yeah, yeah. No! Nowhere to land there. Bam, bam, bam. Nope. Come on! No! I have trouble with that last jump. All right. Now I need some coins. That opens this up. Spring, over, spring, yeah, reset. All right. Cool. $11. Getting there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I botched that. I now can't make that. Yeah. Alright, so I need to save a jump. There we go. You can absolutely just skip this flag and jump to this cloud and go directly to 7. Up we go. Cloud? Five? Oh, I just needed that second jump still. So, yeah. Up and over. Let's get this feather. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Grab over. Missed my spring. think I went for a strawberry before. We don't need strawberries. Alright, over, over. I felt like I had that one. Alright, bam, bam, bam. Whew. That was terrible. That was a absolutely terrible summit. That was worse than my practice time by about a minute. All right. I am overall happy with that time, though. So I saved time on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my levels and lost time on 2 of my levels. I will take that. This game is very fun. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Oh, if I wanted to skip the gates, I had to go under both gates. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, a sub 120 is nice. I conceptually wanted to get to that hour mark. We weren't there, but I spent a little time along the way trying to do a couple of cool new things. And I did hit 2 of the harder strats on the first try. Like, I got my demo dash in chapter 3, and I got my like reverse hyper to skip a huge section of the level in chapter 5 as well. Like, I'm very, very happy. Am I going to keep practicing to improve times? This is one of those games where I will put it down for a year, and then I will go on a Celeste kick, and I will like play through and do some more stuff. So, like, am I going to keep practicing immediately? No, but, like, am I going to play more? Absolutely. And this is a game that goes, like, very, very, very deep in terms of how far you can take it. Like, each one of these has, like, an A side and a B side and a C side as well. I've done Farewell, I've done the core, I've done the B-sides, I have not done C-sides. So, I think now I just want to kind of hang out and chat a little bit more. So I might like go through and try to find some berries and keep up with chat a little bit more where we're like not necessarily timed. Actually, first, I want to do another run of Forsaken City. So I absolutely flubbed this first level when I played it for you all, and I want to try to redeem myself. So let's do a better run through of this, shall we? This level is very short. It's just 2 minutes in and out. Alright, let's fucking hit this first try. Nope. Nope. We're restarting the whole thing. I'm going to just hit that. It is not very hard either. I have just missed it. It is the same thing as what I just do right there. Yeah, that's fine. Oop. Alright. Whoop! That's fine. I had a little more momentum than I thought I would have there. There is a skip in this room. I don't know how to do it. Where you can kind of go up and around some things. Ooh, missed that. Cool, second try is fine there. Ooh, yuck. Alright, that room was not clean. Ooh, neither was that. Alright, a sub 2 minute is fine. The reverse hyper can look a lot cleaner than what I did. If you're a little more precise than what I did, you can just kind of cleanly go straight across there. Is winged golden all berries, no deaths? Is that what that is? Let's hunt down some berries. I haven't actually, like, looked for berries in playing this game at all. So for those of you that haven't played Celeste, the gimmick with the berries is that you need to touch the ground after finding them. Ow. So it's not good enough to just touch it. And for some of them, like this one, if they have wings, if you dash, the berry will just fly away. So you have to find it without dashing to it. That looks like a secret. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're doing great on these. Dashless Chapter 1 is Winged Berry. I see. That's wild. don't know if we'll get all the berries, but we can probably grab the berries in a level or two. Wing Golden is one of the most precise things the base game has to offer. Yeah, that is a neat alternative angle to the game. Hello, Theo. I don't think there's a strawberry in here, so I don't know that I care about this room. It looks like I can go up. Oop. Yeah. Yep. I knew that was there. I think I'm doing this, and we're supposed to drop in and see Theo. And you have to spend a couple of frames on the ground before the strawberry do this. Like, is accepted. Oh, wait, was there one here? Nice. Oh yeah, I do not know where all of these berries are. Hold on. Here? No. Did I do this? I don't think I did this. Also, am I just coming like the wrong way from the cassette? Oh yeah, this is the cassette. And there is a berry here as well. Celeste berry pattern, or no, Celeste 1A cassette pattern. Alright. I need to dash in a certain order, and I know that it tells me, and I never remember it. Okay. Thank you. Up, left, up, right, down, right, left, up, left. I did not do it. Up, left, up, right, down, right, left, up, left. Oh, up, left. Up, left, up, right, down, right, left, up, left. Can't do the down, right on the ground. All right. Up, left, up, right, down, right, left, up, left. That was up. Up, left, up, right, down, right, left, up, left. I'm an idiot. Up, left, upright, down, right, left, up. That was up. That was not up, left. Therion, will you give me the... Okay. Alright. Up, left, down right, up right, left, up left. Okay, cool. That's one of those things where I keep that on a notepad because it is a pain. It's chat's fault. The streamer can't be wrong. It must be chat. Alright, and this is why I felt like I was going backwards from the cassette. Yeah. Now I need to let that refresh. Yeah. Alright, good stuff. Can I go up there as well? Yeah. Woo! Okay. Very nice. Ooh, that, wow, there's so much momentum on that. Much, much better. Oh, come on. I feel like I had that. That was pixels. And sometimes you carry the strawberry with you into the next room like that. Which is kind of cool. Yeah. Alright, and then is there one in here? I need to not dash or I scare that one away because it's got the wings. But this looks pretty easy. Let me just touch ground to get it. Be beautiful. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I see a strawberry. Oh no! Where's that strawberry? Oh no! Alright. I think I'm gonna have to come back for that one. Alright, now, if I do this room the right way, is there a strawberry anywhere in here? That is my question. In theory, there's like all these cool little ice blocks. And in practice, you don't touch those. Alright, I missed 2 berries. 3 berries? Four berries. Oh, I did miss one in there. Got it. Alright, so I did. So I need a berry in this section. And then I forgot the cassette. I'll ask if I don't find them this time around. We go this way. Yeah, okay, that was the, we did this before. Alright, got that one. Yeah. Alright. I do want an answer to this question. How do I get up there? I know that I can get, like, from down below. I know that I can, like, go directly to this and jump up here from here. How am I supposed to do that? Yeah, so I'm missing berry 6. It's like, normally you do, like, screen transition things for the height. And I'm pretty sure you can just, like, skip these platforms. Or is it just that you do to skip the corner? Okay, it is. Supervise intro into upright on the prior screen. Okay, oh, so I need to be carrying speed from the previous thing. Okay, that makes sense. Why it just didn't feel reasonable. Alright, so we did this berry. Nothing here. Whoop. Anything chilling up here? Nope. Wow. Did that. Did this. Whoop. Thank you, Spider-Man. I hope you are having a great day. Why did I do that? Just slower. Bam, 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 bam. Am I now in section 3? If this is section 3, then I did not find that berry successfully. Oh, I need to go behind here. Definitely something here. Is this my cassette? No, but there is a berry. Great. Here's my cassette. Whoop! That was not as fast as I was expecting it to be. Can I just, like... Surely I can, right? That feels... That feels so makeable. Fine. Oh, I have to wall bounce. Yeah. I am certainly not going to get curses to the front of MTG Goldfish, but we'll see what we can do. We can probably at least make it so that it's not embarrassing to be registering curses. Got that one. So whatever the last strawberry is, I am missing it. No! It's here, isn't it? I think it's down there. I think I just missed it. Unless... hold on. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I didn't miss it. The last one there with that you can like skip with all the neutral jumps. Alright, I need one in crossing that I have missed. I will now accept help for pointing out where this berry is supposed to be. I know it's not going to be right at the beginning. It's the berry room. Is there something here? Yeah. No. This we already did. Look down more. Alright. Like here? In the room where you go, where you get... In the room where you get up to the berry with the traffic blocks, you can also go down. Alright. This one? I can go down? Previous room. Oh, yeah. I forgot this one. Thank you. Oop. All right, there we go. Let's get some berries from Old Site, and then we will probably call it a day. I have done the Pico 8. Oh wait, hold on. Is it like here that I need to do this? Yeah. Very normal gaming TM. Oh, this is the heart. Gecko Gamer, I appreciate it. The Blazing Shoal one previously was a lot of fun to play. What do the berries do? They don't do anything. They're, you know, like bragging rights. It's just an objective you can do, and it is completely optional. Oop. Alright, so now the dream blocks are on, so we can go berry hunting. Up? I knew that looked funny. Alright. So, down through here. Oh no. Alright, bam. Bam. Oh. Alright, did not dash diagonally into my death. So the cassettes unlock an alternate version of the level, and berries are basically just achievements that say, I solved this particular platforming puzzle. I think I go from above for this one. I go from over here. Okay. Yeah. Right now, there's something weird with this, where I think I have to do all these without landing. Yeah. No. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my berry. So, alright, very nice. Alright, can we see? Oh, there's still a lot of berries in this section, including a first berry. I'm gonna make another pass through here. Don't feel like there were any there. None here. Maybe this section is just longer than I think it is. Did that. Oh, there was something up to the right here. Just a view for later? That seems weird. Well, Les, thank you very much, and thank you. Your presence has been a delight in chat today. How long before the Fantasticar is banned in Vintage and Legacy? It would not surprise me if that card is restricted very quickly in Vintage. Like, that card is clearly good. I like angle up into that. Something feels weird here to me. Yeah. I don't know that it is at this time ban worthy in Legacy. Can I go up? No. Vintage BNR updates tend to move pretty slowly though, right? Like, people don't take quick actions on like eternal format BNR updates. I wouldn't be surprised if it was restricted Monday, but I am absolutely not expecting it. I think it lives in Legacy for at least one ban cycle. Is this something? No. Yeah? Okay. Now I gotta, like... Okay, cool. That was fine. This is not fine. Is this a thing? That is not a thing. This is a thing. Ooh. Alright, that I think still counted as getting the berry though. So that's good. Yeah. Hopper knows that they have something that is potentially over the line. I 100% would not be surprised if the Hawkeye's bow goes from Popper on Monday. I don't know that they'll take any other action on Eternal formats all that quickly. Hold on. Alright, so this is a thing. And then I go back down. Cool. Berry get. And now I'm gonna go the long way through this room. Keep an eye out for berry. No, berry. Wait, no, I didn't miss that one yet, I don't think. I think I have to... Woo-wee! Alright. Would like to outspeed my reflections a little more here. Oh, no. Yeah. Do this. Oh, I guess I can be skipping portions of that section. That was not clean, but it worked. So I'll take it. I have to wait for these. Alright. Are any... Oh, you all are still here. I'm gonna assume there's not a strawberry here then. Oh, I legitimately didn't know that you followed me on this part. you want to experiment with Mono Black Fantasticar. So I recorded a Curses Fantasticar video that will go live next week. And what I'll tell you is Dark Ritual and 2 pieces of Artifact mana is not going to feel like enough. So if you want to do Mono Black Fantasticar stuff, like, go heavy on the 0 drops. Alright. And now, hunting for berries. We'll dash into things that maybe look breakable. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. Oh, up and down here? Down? Okay, yeah, up and down here. Yeah. Bam. That is terrible. Alright, 1 down. Yeah. Oh, dead. But it's gonna bounce me to the other side of the room, so I think that's fine. Curses Fantasticar. Yeah, someone said a comment, and it was 6 in the morning, and at 6 in the morning, Phil thought that was a good idea. And by about 6:30 in the morning, Phil did not think that was a good idea anymore. But it was a fun league, and like went surprisingly well. Ooh, I just messed up. No, I don't know. I'm gonna need my dash. How am I getting my dash back? Oh, by coming out of the dream block. I see. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I missed the berry. Alright. Bam. 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 No! This game rules. I'm sure I've said that like 7 times already today. The platforming in this game is just so crispy. No? The thought was to bring in at least some number of baubles. Yeah, absolutely. And like that is a real question. Like, there are going to be better potential options for Fantasticar stuff. Oh, hey, it's Theo. Hello, Theo. Where's my berries, Theo? Peter, somebody donated to make that happen already. I don't know if that was you or not, but that's happening. All right, nothing up there. That looks like a gap. One, yeah. Oh. Bing, bam, 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 bam. Dash and it doesn't matter. Oh, I missed you. Alright, got it that time. Alright, I think that's the last berry here. Yeah. Gecko, you're not wrong. That's part of the reason why I played Reanimator for today's video. I just needed something that I didn't have to brew that I could fire off relatively quickly. And that was a great candidate. Oh, la la less, that rules. Alright, folks, I am getting tired. I think I am going to call it here. Oh, that's not... Well, whatever, that'll work. Thank you all for joining me today for this afternoon and hanging out. We ended up raising about $12,000 for Trans Lifeline, which is huge, and this is just one little thing that I can do to give back to the community. This will be available as a VOD later. And I hope you all have a great weekend. I am really enjoying playing Legacy right now. There's some neat stuff from Marvel that I want to brew around. Maybe a Loki deck at some point. Realizing that Loki plus Baubles is draw 2 was kind of a revelation. I want to mess around with that a little bit more. I don't really know what else I'm going to brew around, but there will certainly be some stuff. And on Monday, I'm going to do something special. I'm not going to release a regular 11 a.m. video. I'm going to do a same-day B&R update video, so that'll probably be about 2 hours-ish later than normal. But we will absolutely have a Monday video about the B&R and how it impacts Eternal formats. Alright, with that, folks, you can do it. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to spend my weekend in Charlotte. I didn't do anything for my birthday during the week here. So I'm going to go to Charlotte, get a good lunch, play Pathfinder for about 4 hours, get a good dinner, and drive home. And that is going to be my little treat to myself. And I hope you all can treat yourself to a little something this weekend, too. Have a great day.